Jen loved Africa. The natural beauty, the diverse culture, but mostly, she loved the children of Africa, and she longed to reach out to orphans through education. Sadly, Jen never made it to Africa. She died after a 7-year battle with cancer. Those who knew and loved Jen decided the best way to honor her life was to establish a library in Africa for orphans, a memorial gift through Orphan's Promise. We were honored and had the perfect location for a library, our newly built girls' school in Makindu, Kenya. 3 of Jen's 4 children traveled to Africa to attend the dedication and share their mother's story. Her oldest daughter, Alyssa, remembered even as a young girl, her mom talked about helping children in Africa.
She had a dream that she would visit the children and the orphans in Africa so that she could help and she could love them. Even while being sick for years, she had her dream, but we are able to be here for her.
Jen was a teacher and loved helping children learn to read. But even more special was her compassion for children who had suffered loss. Her own mother was orphaned and adopted. And through marriage, Jen became an adoptive parent as well.
She was 22. She met my father, and she always joked that she fell in love with us, my older brother and I, from his previous marriage. And she met us, and she fell in love, and she married my dad, and she took care of us, and was the best thing that's ever happened to me, ever. My mom was literally the most amazing person that I've ever known, and I admired her more than I've ever admired anyone else in my whole life.
Allie helped her mom through the toughest part of her illness, the final year. And to see her mom memorialized through the library is especially meaningful.
All I can think is just, wow, and I'm just totally amazed at God and how He can bring great things out of such a tragedy. So like, even though it's so sad that my mom died, like, look what came out of it.
Orphan's Promise, in partnership with family and friends, presents Jen's Library of Hope. Dedicated in memory of Jennifer Sortino. May her love for the Lord and heart of compassion live on in the children who learn and thrive here, so that all would come to know Jesus Christ. Amen.
Orphan's Promise is dedicated to helping orphaned and disadvantaged children like these by providing food and shelter, but especially education. And learning English through reading is a very important component in helping them break out of the poverty and sickness that plagues their country.
Orphan's Promise brings kind of a light to just the children, and it focuses really on what matters. It focuses on the future. It focuses on bringing up another generation to be whole and to be happy and to rely on God.
Jen never made the trip to Africa, but undoubtedly her spirit remains here in the pages of these books that will bring education to children for years to come. What a fitting legacy to an amazing woman. Jen's Library of Hope.